Can you be your own coach when it comes to fitness? The answer is yes, and the answer is no. So let's talk about that today. Welcome to the Black Man Black Health Podcast. I'm going to give you some scenarios and something you could actually go and implement as soon as you get off of this video. Can you work out without a coach? It all depends on the goal. It all depends on where you're currently at. And I think a lot of it also depends on your own personal discipline. So yes, you can work out without a coach, right? There's been tons of people who have done it for periods of time. I've done it myself. And then there are people who just feel that they don't want the help for whatever reason, right? Sometimes you've had a bad experience with a coach, or maybe you can't afford one. So if you're going to work out without a coach, take these tips and add it into the mix if you don't have it already. If you are a beginner, I'm going to say try to follow the most simplest plan you possibly can follow. The internet, Instagram, TikTok, everybody can completely overwhelm you with tons of information. They can also overwhelm you with movements that you probably don't even need at this time of your journey or ever. So here's how you can think about structuring your week. Let's say you're going to work out 4 times in a week. You can do something where you do a body part per day. Maybe you got back on one day, legs on one day, shoulders on one day, chest. You can do it like that. I like to do full body. And the reason for that is I find for me, I can recover a lot easier. It stops the boredom, right? Because sometimes you do get bored. And 3, I can hit body parts more than once or twice a week. So I'm going to give you a split that I usually would use and I've used for clients. So let's say day 1, I want to pick a movement that's in the pull category, the push category, the hinge category, the squat category, and the throw. When I say throw, it means something cardio based, or you throwing or jumping. Now, you can find out tons of movements by the internet or just chat GPT. I'm not going to go into deep details about that. But we're talking about the category squat, push, pull, hinge, throw. I would do this. I would think of 3 squat patterns, 3 pull patterns. I would think of 3 patterns for each category. And now for my week, I'm going to pick 2 squats to do per week, 2 pulls to do per week, 2 pushes, 2 throws. And I would literally just set it up as simple as that. So let's just give you an example of what that could look like. I would pick a pull-up, a split squat, a dumbbell press, and a dumbbell row, and I would run. That's a workout for the day. That's your first day. The second day, I would pick 1 from each category. And then maybe the third day, I would just do some cardio because you're going to be sore if you're just starting off. And the 4th day, I would pick 1 from each category again. Now, here's where people go wrong. They feel they need to be changing their plan every single week. No, you can follow the same plan for 6 weeks or more. The reason why I like that is A, you learn the movement, B, you learn to progress with the movement, and C, you get a chance to keep getting good repetitions. When you first start working out and doing movements, you're really not that good yet. If you guys hear screaming, Aaliyah, my 5-year-old, is somewhere around here. So that's a way that you can set that up. Now, here's the reason why someone would usually hire a coach instead of doing that on their own. It's not that it's too hard. It's not that it's impossible. It's more so the coach can start to find out the movements that work better for you. Maybe the back squat doesn't work good for you. Maybe your front squat does. You won't really know that until further along the journey, which means you could still do it, but a coach can help you a lot quicker. But I want to keep the regimen as simple as possible. Simple does not mean it's less effective. Simple means there's not a lot of wiggle room for you to quit, right? If I give you 8 exercises each day, you may quit. But I can give you 4 or 5. It's a sweet spot. You can get in, you can get out, you can make it work. So yes, you can work out without a coach. My first idea would be following a simple split if you can't get a coach. But I'm always going to say if you can get a coach of some sort, Whether that be in person or it be online, get somebody because you need the accountability. Number two, you don't know your blind spots. Like you could be skipping movements that could work really, really well for you, but you just don't know that. And then C, you're saving yourself time in the forest when you have a coach. You're saving yourself a lot of headache, a lot of guessing. This coach knows what they're doing most likely. This coach has done some work themselves and they've probably coached people. And when I say coach, it has to be somebody who's credible, not your boyfriend from back in 1997 who reminds you of his Jeep. Not gonna go there. So let me know, what questions do you have about working out? I'd be happy to answer them. Be good, be great, guys. I'm out of here.